defending super lightweight champion of the world, Amir Khan. And fighting out of the blue corner with his head trainer, four-time world champion, Colonel Sweet Pea Whitaker, wearing black with gold, also officially weighing 140 pounds. His professional record, 41 victories, including 28 knockouts with 6 defeats. Fighting and training out of Las Vegas, from Brooklyn, New York, the three-time world champion, the reigning, defending IBF junior lightweight champion of the world, Zab Super Judah.
All right, gentlemen, this is one of the IBF and the WBA junior welterweight titles. You received your instructions in the dressing room. Again, I want to caution you. Any punch below this point will be called low. Any punch below this point will be called low. With that said, I want you to obey my commands. Protect yourselves at all times. Touch them up now. Let's go to it.
So the boxing ring is about to empty ahead of this unification bout. And for my money, if you're going to back one commodity in sports in general and boxing in particular, always bet on speed. Both of these fighters possess that rarest of athletic gifts in abundance. Which one of them will prevail? So here we go then, the first of the scheduled 12 rounds in this light welterweight unification showdown between the WBA champion Amir Khan from Bolton, wearing green trunks trimmed with white, his name embossed across the waistband with an impression of the Union Jack, and his opponent, the IBF champion Zab Super Judah, fighting out of the southpaw stance, wearing glittering black trunks trimmed with gold. Straight away is Amir Khan, the taller man, 5'10", playing 5'7½". He dominates the middle of the boxing ring, just falls onto the shoulder of Zab Judah, and Zab Judah takes a knee. He's back up on his feet now, peering between his gloves. Khan, still occupying center ring, wings a half left hook, half jab, which fell short of Zab Judah, and then scored with the left jab, the first scoring punch of the fight. Zab Judah falls short with 2 tentative right jabs, no real intent behind him, just finding the range. He follows the same combination again, 2 toying right jabs from Judah, which fall short of the intended target. 1 minute gone in the opening round. Both boxers occupying ring center. The crowd beginning to cheer for their respective men. As Khan comes forward with a 2-punch foray, brings a roar of acclaim from the crowd, but both punches fell short. Tried the left jab, does Khan, but Judah saw it coming and slipped underneath it. Minute 40 to go in the opening round. Both boxers continue to examine one another. Zab Judah not stepping into range with his punches at the moment. Khan rushed in with a left-right combination, which went harmlessly over the head of Judah, and then he ended up picking up Khan around the waist, causing the referee to separate the 2 fighters. 1 minute 30 to go in the opening round. Amir Khan occupying center ring. Zab Judah twitching and feinting. The 2 men just trying to fashion an opening in the respective opponent's guard. Amir Khan gets through with a right hand after a left hand fell short, and then it just caused Zab Judah to lose his balance just momentarily. Good right left hook round the corner from Amir Khan. Best punch of the round so far. Caught Zab Judah around the ear, and now Amir Khan beginning to target the body. Went down to the body with a left-right combination and came up with a long looping left hook, which just grazed the point of Zab Judah's chin. He then grazed his chin once more with a right uppercut on the inside, and then sticks Zab Judah with a hurtful left jab with just under a minute to go in the opening round. Action is in center ring. Zab Judah bobbing and weaving at the waist, still not stepping into range for his own punches. If it's a trap he's perhaps setting, using that wily veteran experience, and he tags Khan with a thunderous left uppercut. Khan lost his balance, but now responds once more. He gets tagged by another left uppercut. The heads clash ugly, nastily on the inside, and Zab Judah is holding his right eyebrow. Is he cut? He's wincing. He's blinking rather badly. Doesn't appear to be a trace of blood at the moment. And Khan responds after taking 2 hurtful uppercuts with a strong right hand of his own. Action heating up in the closing stages of this opening round. Zab Judah's pet punch is the left uppercut out of the southpaw stance, and he scored with it effectively. That caused Amir Khan just to lose his footing beneath him. 10-second clapper sounds here in the opening round at the Mandalay Bay Events Centre. Both boxers just exchanging glare as the closing bell to the first round sounds. Richie Woodall, your thoughts on that opening round?
Well, Khan's round, definitely he won the round, but at the same time, he's got to watch what he's doing here, Ronald. He started the round very well. First 2 minutes, he was controlling, working behind his jab. Zab Judah, very experienced, straight away, plain and simple. He's trying to slow things down. He wants a slow type of contest, slow work rate, very low work rate rather, and he was managing to do that. So Khan worked well beyond the jab, but then, what, 30, 40 seconds from the end there, Khan overreached, and that is the problem here that he's got to watch out for. He overreached, he made a mistake, and he walked onto one of those left shots. So he's doing very well up to now, Khan, that first round. However, there was just a sign there that that left uppercut could be landed from Judah. There was a clash of heads, definitely, so it could be a little bit scrappy, but he cannot afford to make the mistake of overreaching like he did those last 20 seconds.
Round number 2 of the Schedule 12 in this light welterweight unification showdown from the Mandalay Bay Events Centre in Las Vegas, Nevada. Khan took the first round on our scorecard, but did get tagged by a couple of crisp punches from Zab Judah towards the round end. And now he's begun this session in aggressive fashion once more, taking up residence in centre ring and shooting out that straight left jab. But Zab Judah is seeing it coming and dipping at the knees to evade the blow for the most part. He's sailing over his head, but Zab Judah still toying tentatively with his own right jab. He hasn't used that weapon to good effect at all thus far in the contest. 30 seconds gone in the round number 2. And Judah tries the right jab to the body, which just grazed the belt line of Amir Khan. Shoots out 2 double jabs once more, does Zab Judah, but again, both of them falling short. Amir Khan not only letting his hands go so far in this session, falls short with the left jab, and that right hand, after he threw it, is coming back in a pendulous fashion. He's not snapping it back to his jaw, and that could leave an opening for the crisp left hook or uppercut of Zab Judah. Just over a minute gone in the second round. Amir Khan comes forward with a foray, falls onto the shoulder of Zab Judah, who clips him with a neat right uppercut as he tried to use his legs to get himself out of punching range. And Amir Khan not really finding the range with his own shots. He's trying to take advantage of his greater height, although if you believe the tale of the tape, Zab Judah has the advantage of 1 inch in reach. If you believe your eyes though, it's as though Amir Khan has the advantage in that most crucial of areas. Minute and a half to go in round number 2. Action is in centre ring. Both men circling their gloves. Zab Judah, who's moved his right glove down to his knee. Could that be trying to tempt Amir Khan to shoot a lead left hand or a lead left hook which he can counter? Zab Judah displaying quickness to evade 2 left jabs from Amir Khan. Right hand from Amir Khan, a lead right hand out of the orthodox stance. Deep graze the chin of Judah. As they follow up the left jab. 1 minute to go in round number 2. Zab Judah now on the front foot, stalking his man. Amir Khan just standing stock still now in centre ring, and the 2 men just sparring with the jabs. Khan fires a right hand after a tentative left jab. It fell short as Judah leaned back at the waist to evade it. Winging speculative left hook goes harmlessly over the head, the shaven head of Zab Judah once more. And there's been lots of feinting, lots of trading, lots of missing in this round. No real punches landed of note. Khan twitching, feinting at the waist. Tries a left jab which falls short, and then a right hand which brings a roar from the crowd. But Zab Judah parried it neatly with his left glove. It's at close quarters right now, and referee Vic Drakulich just warning Zab Judah about hitting when he instructs the fighters to break. Closing 20 seconds of round number 2. Precious little action of any real significance, but Khan comes forward now with a right hand which falls short, and then tries to score a nudging right uppercut on the inside. 10-second clapper sounds to bring us towards the end of round number 2, and Joe Calzaghe looking on at ringside with tremendous concentration as the 2 men just exchange jabs and then test one another on the inside once more. Round number 2 comes to an end. Richie Woodall, how do you see that round?
Khan's round again for me. He did the most, he did the better work, but Zab Judah's setting a trap here, Ronald. What he's doing, he's dropping his right hand because he's trying to invite the lead of Khan's, and he's trying to get him to lead and overreach, and then he's trying to bring him onto the left uppercut. One of the mistakes Khan's doing, he's looking to land the right hand too often. Remember, an orthodox fighter fighting a southpaw, that right hand from the orthodox has to travel further to the target. There was a great punch earlier on in the round, a good left hook, a long left hook from Khan. I think he's got to move more to his left and throw the left hook, long left hook, rather than the straight right hand, because
because then he can move away from Zab Judah's left hand, which is the big power shot. But he's got to keep the work rate nice and high, and he mustn't let Zab Judah slow it down. High work rate, but at long range.
So both fighters up off their stools in anticipation of the bell that sounds right now to begin round number 3, scheduled for 12 in this light welterweight unification showdown. Amir Khan making his 6th world title fight against Zab Judah, contesting his 19th world title contest after winning the title way back in for the first time in 2000. Amir Khan, just 13 years old, has a fleet-fisted exchange of shots here. Amir Khan scored with a crisp left jab, Zab Judah with a left uppercut, and then Zab Judah scored with the left hand to the body. Amir Khan pounding his gloves together, trying to get some rhythm into his work, but he's falling short of the left hand that he's shooting out. Zab Judah continuing to use that right jab as a rangefinder, but he tries a vicious left uppercut, but Khan saw it coming. That's the trap that Richie Woodall talked about. He's trying to lure in the younger man, the less experienced man, and he tried a flashing left uppercut, but Khan was able to get out of harm's way, and all he succeeded in doing was planting a gentle breeze past Amir Khan's chin. Khan comes forward with a left-right combination. Once more, the crowd think that it's scored, but Zab Judah, showing all his experience, blocking with his right hand, his left hand. Amir Khan scores with a hard left-right to the body. Is he trying to take away the legs of Zab Judah? Remember, he said that he feels Judah is a 6 or 7 round fighter. He's going to try and slow down the movement by investing early on in body shots. Just over a minute and a half to go in round number 3. Action is in centre ring. Real chess match. There's the concentration between the two protagonists as high as it could possibly be. As Khan fires out a right hand lead, which just grazes the chin of Judah. They then fall onto the shoulders of one another, and it's at range once more. Judah continuing to shoot out that right jab, but he's not had any real success with it so far. Hasn't managed to find a range, not really committing and stepping in with it. As Amir Khan fires a right hand lead, which again grazes the sternum of Judah, and then the two men test the strength of one another on the inside. It's at range once more. Actions in centre ring. Judah does score with a right hand foray to the body. It was a straight shot, a right jab just to the solar plexus of Amir Khan. Amir Khan shot out 3 left jabs, which Judah managed to duck underneath. Amir Khan then gets himself into a bit of a tangle and ends up with his back to Zab Judah, and then 2 crisp left-right punches from Amir Khan do get through. Zab Judah, his eyes wide open, that shaven head just presenting an inviting target for Khan, who comes forward with a 4-punch foray, back Judah up into the ropes, but he didn't really have any success with any scoring punches despite the flurry of activity from his flashing fists. Good looping left hook scored from Amir Khan. Crisp left hook again, the same shot, twice in succession, brought success for Amir Khan. A long looping left hook, not straight enough to be a jab, and then he comes forward with 4 or 5 punches once more, the last left hand just clipping Judah around the cheek. Khan goes downstairs with a straight left to the body. Judah fires a right hand in response to that one over the top of the head of Khan. As the 10-second clap of sound to bring around the conclusion of round number 3. Action is in centre ring. Both men bobbing, weaving, up on their toes. Amir Khan fires a right uppercut and a left hand to the body, and that brings a grin from Zab Judah as he jumps his way back to his corner. Your thoughts on that third round, Richie?
Yeah, 3 rounds to 0 for me for Khan. Some of colleagues in front of us are thinking it's maybe 2-1, but I think it's Khan's 3-0 up here. His speed and movement is too much for Judah at the moment. Judah just can't cope with the way Khan is boxing. There was a 3-punch combination in that round from Khan, which was superb. It was a left, right, left, all straight punches, and he kept his man at arm's length, and that is the way to box this fella. The problem that Khan has now and again is, after his attack, he falls into his opponent, and that's when the danger could come back with that either that left uppercut or the left hand from Judah. As long as he can keep it long range and don't fall in on his opponent, then believe you me, he's boxing very well, and that's the way to do it. He's got to command from the centre of the ring, but for me, Ronald, he's 3-0 up, no problem at all.
Well, Pernell Whitaker speaking to his charge, Zab Judah, in really animated terms, as though he wants to turn back the clock and get into the boxing ring himself. He can't do that. It's Zab Judah who's got to fight to defend his IBF title as round number 4 begins. You're listening to World Championship Boxing live on BBC Radio 5 Live, as Amir Khan scores with a beautiful left-right combination. The right hand which followed the left jab was straight down the pipe and caused Judah to momentarily lose his balance from that southpaw stance. Left hook fired in from Khan, it doesn't score. Right hand which followed was easily evaded by Judah, and the fighters just clasp one another around the waist before being separated by the referee. Khan moving to his right. Careful that he doesn't want to walk onto that left hand, the danger punch of Zab Judah. That's when he's had no success so far. Hasn't really had much success with his right jab, and Amir Khan scores once more with a left jab of his own. Actually, he's in centre ring, just coming up on a minute gone in round number 4. Khan now changes direction and moves clockwise to his left. And now once again he's at close quarters on the inside. Referee has to separate the two men as Amir Khan showing no concerns about giving up his advantage in height to fight on the inside. Another 3-punch foray from Khan and then tags Judah as Judah steps inside. He was caught with a crisp left jab. So close quarters once more. The two fighters were chest to chest. Referee has to separate the two. Just over 2 minutes, just over a minute gone in round number 4 as Khan now turns pursuer, the aggressor, Judah, circling, moving backwards and to his right. He's looking to control the tempo by dictating when the exchanges will be, but Amir Khan pursues him, cuts off the ring and then tags him with a stiff left jab. Khan continuing to pull forward. His hands are bracketed around his ears, protecting that chin which has been called vulnerable in the past, just to ensure that if anything comes from the fist of Judah, he's ready to block it and parry it with his 2 red gloves. Scores with the right hand does Khan. Fires a 2-punch combination, but Judah evades it as he falls inside. Then nudges in. Short, hurtful shots to the body does Judah with 4 of them. Left, right, and now it's at range once more. The two fighters exchange jabs. Right jab from Judah, left jab from Khan in the centre of the ring. Amir Khan falling short with a right hand lead, followed up with a left jab, which that didn't register on the target either. It's rather messy as we approach 50 seconds to go in round number 4, and no real consistent, crisp, clinical work coming from either fighter. Zab Judah looking to fight him first. Amir Khan moves to his left and then pokes out 2 left jabs and a right hand followed. That did get through. No real leverage or purchase on the shots though. But make no mistake, they did score. And they're keeping the attention of Judah as Khan gets through with a right hand left hook and then doubles up the combination. Then tattoos Judah with a left jab straight down the pipe. Zab Judah looking just a little bit disheveled. Referee had to get between the two men and separate them. And now it's Judah who gets onto the front foot after that successful foray forwards from Amir Khan. Beautiful poleaxe left jab from Amir Khan. Stopped Judah in his tracks. That was really stiff and taut and will make the left-handed fighter think twice about coming in. Evades the right jab from Judah does Khan. Fires back with a right hand of his own, but then takes a stiff left hook from Judah right on the bell after missing with a right hand of his own. And let's go to the corners to find out what the trainers are saying. First of all, Amir Khan. Well, no real dialogue being exchanged there, but Richie, how do you see that fight going? The danger from Zab Judah apparent in that last punch of the round.
Yeah, last punch of the round, he just reminded Amir Khan, didn't he? That was Khan's most dominant round, without a shadow of a doubt. It was a great round for Khan, but what he's got, we're coming up to a crucial part of the contest now, because it's getting a little bit too easy for Khan, in my opinion, and this is when he can get complacent, and against a puncher like Judah, you have really got to watch what you're doing. But for me, Khan is 4 rounds up. He's ready to
fight. Let's go, baby. Come on, there's no tomorrow.
Well, perhaps you heard Pernell Whitaker saying to his man Zab Judah, there is no tomorrow, and at 33 years old and a veteran of the world title fight scene, this is 19th contest. Perhaps Zab Judah fighting to stay a relevant force in the light welterweight division. The bell for round number 5 has sounded. Light welterweight unification bout between Amir Khan, the WBA champion, and Zab Judah, the IBF kingpin. Action is in centre ring as Judah now on the front foot. Khan moving backwards and to his right. It's Judah who's taking the shorter route around the ring, but now Khan just adjusts his feet, moves into centre ring himself and pokes out 2 left jabs. Both of them fall short. He fights forward with a left-right-left combination. The final left hand did get through. Followed up with a straight left and straight right. Then got caught in 2 minds. Fired a left jab, went to pull the trigger on the right-handed Khan, but didn't let it go, and his right hand was dangerously low around by his belt line. He's got his boxing stance beneath him now. Comes back with another left-right-left combination, and Judah continuing to complain, holding his left glove to his left eye. Amir Khan not sure what to do. The referee saying, let's go, but Zab Judah looking discouraged, looking uncomfortable, and he's got a trace of blood leaking from his nose. 2 fighters sportingly touch gloves as hostility resumed once more to the centre of the boxing ring. Vicious right uppercut fighting by Judah. Khan saw it coming, evaded it neatly by leaning back at the waist. And arguably just desperate signs being demonstrated by Zab Judah, because he was looking for a respite there, looking for a breather. He's open mouthed. Amir Khan characterised him as a 6 or 7 round fighter. Can he step on the gas here and see if he can make that prediction hold up? Amir Khan comes forward with a three-punch foray. The final left hand landed, brought a round of applause from the crowd. Zab Judah, his footwork just slowing down, although he does get up on his toes, but he's tagged by a left-right hand throw combination from Amir Khan. Crowd really warm into it now. Zab Judah's face increasingly blooded. He's showboating, he's rolling his shoulders, trying to show the younger man that he wasn't hurt, but his mouth is increasingly open as he's taking in precious gobs of oxygen, and he's tagged with a left once more. Khan walking forward, and as Richie Woodall's already pointed out, sometimes when he's letting these straight shots go, his hands are coming back to his sternum rather than to his chin. Hard left hand dug into the body, right on the belt line from Zab Judah, and that just causes Amir Khan to retreat momentarily. It's on the inside, and as Amir Khan scores with a right uppercut to the solar plexus, a trace of blood just shot into the stadium night sky from the nose and mouth of Zab Judah as he exhales. He's increasingly breathing with an open mouth now. Khan looking to take advantage of that. Hits him on the belt line. Zab Judah crumples to the canvas. No low blow, says the referee, and he's tolling the count. Zab Judah is doubled over in pain. He's not going to beat the count, and the referee has waved it off. Zab Judah in the 5th round has been knocked out, counted out by Amir Khan with a brutal right-hand body shot, and Zab Judah remains crumpled on the canvas in a knock-knee posture of pain. But that won't be of any concern to Amir Khan, because he has become the new unified light welterweight champion of the world, courtesy of a 5th round stoppage over now the former IBF champion Zab Judah. A brutal body shot brought about an end to the contest. Amir Khan has proved as good as his word. He's taken another step towards what he feels will be boxing greatness by unifying 2 of the light welterweight world titles.
Yeah, what a great convincing display that was from Amir Khan. He boxed very, very intelligently. He boxed at long range. He was very, very accurate. I'm just looking at the replay now. Oh, I'll tell you what, Ronald, that is probably just below the belt there. Just below the belt, and he's just up in front of us now. Zab Judah complaining to the referee, complaining to the crowd. The crowd have booed because they've just seen it on the monitors. That looked a little bit low, to be quite honest. But I'll tell you this, Ronald, he didn't get up because he was being totally outboxed. Let's get it right here. He did not fancy the job. Because a champion like that would get up. I don't care who they are, they would literally get up and say, come on, okay, you've hit me low. He was being totally outboxed and he didn't fancy it. No way.
Well, the referee pointed out before the opening bell that shots on the belt line would be deemed low. That was grazed the belt line as Amir Khan dug it in, but the referee started counting.
Yeah.
He didn't indicate that it was
the referee hasn't indicated that it was low, or he didn't see it. Zab Judah kept saying, but Zab Judah looked at the referee. He knew he was counting. He could hear. And he didn't get up, he didn't want to get up because he was being totally outboxed. He'd been hurt 2 or 3 times in that round as well. He didn't fancy the job at the end of the day. Now it's all right saying afterwards, it's all right. The thing is, Ronald, he should have got up at the end of the day.
Here's the official verdict.
Here at the Mandalay Bay, referee Vic Draculich counts to 10, and the end comes at 2 minutes 47 seconds of round number 5. The winner and now the unified WBA and IBF 140-pound champion of the world from Bolton, Lancashire, England, Amir Khan.
Amir Khan riding on the shoulders of his entourage as he takes the acclaim, although it has to be said there are spattering of boos from the American contingent, but that won't be of any concern to Amir Khan. He's become the new unified champion of the light welterweight division. Youth has been served. He was on top in the contest and then fighting a hard right-hand body shot, which was borderline, let's be honest, and Zab Judah crumpled to the canvas. Couldn't beat the count. The referee was counting. He didn't indicate that it was a low blow and that Khan would be given time to recover, that Judah rather would be given time to recover. So the result is that Zab Judah has been shorn of the IBF light welterweight title that he came into the ring with. And at 33 years old, Richie, we have got to ask, what does the fistic future hold for Zab Judah?
Well, I think it's the end of the line, isn't it, for him, to be quite honest. At 33, he's been a 5-time world champion.
Let's head to Max Kellerman for the interview with Amir Khan.
Let's start at the beginning. What was your game plan coming in?
Well, the game plan was we knew Zab's going to be very tricky. He's going to hope for that big backhand he has. He's a powerful fighter and he knocked a lot of fighters out. We just had to be one step ahead of him, not make mistakes and not jump in and lunge in because he was going to get the backhand going. We slowly had to take that backhand away from him by stepping to his left, and that's what we did. Sorry, to right. As soon as we took that backhand away from him, I mean, all my shots started hitting him, and I could see in the later rounds he started to frustrate, and that's when I put the pressure on. I mean, I was not tired. I was pacing myself, and I mean, it feels like I'm not going to be in a fight.
When you were at 135, you suffered your only loss. It seems pretty obvious now it's because you were drained by the weight, considering how you've taken punches since then by punchers like Maidana and Judah. Did you feel his power at any point, any of those right hooks that he snuck in?
I know he caught me a few times with them big right hooks, but you know what? I felt okay. He caught me with one good one at the end of the round, and I was cool. Freddie said, "Are you okay?" I said, "Freddie, I'm okay." I felt great. I mean, I felt in great shape, and all these people out there who said Amir Khan ain't got a chin. I mean, I've been hit by the biggest punches in the 140-pound division, not avoided any fighter, fought everyone in front of me, and I mean, I'm beating everyone, so, you know, to bring on the next challenge.
You certainly are. How do you feel about your ability to stand in the middle of the ring with a slick guy like Zab and consistently hit his head with combinations as you were able to do?
You know, we train very hard. I want to thank Alex Ruiza for getting me in the best condition I could ever be in. Freddie Roach is the doctor. I mean, like everyone says, he's so smart. He gave me a game plan where every shot I threw was hitting Zab right on the chin. I mean, I know if I put the pressure on a little bit more, it might have got a little bit risky for me, but I would have knocked him out early. But everything we did was just brilliant.
I want you to look at the replay of the end of the fight. It was called a knockout. It looked to us like it may have been low. Tell us about it.
I mean, I caught him with a right hand just before that. He went down and he was open for that right hook, right uppercut, right into the solar plexus. I mean, it was right above the belt. I mean, that was nowhere near below, and that was a great shot. But you know what? Zab's a great fighter. He's been a great champion, and you might not believe this, but I'm a big fan of Zab Judah. So when we were doing all the head-to-head and we were having the little argument, I mean, I felt kind of, you know, it upset me a little bit because I've been watching him since I've been growing up.
Okay, you as the money man in the division, it seemed to a lot of boxing fans could pick and choose opponents, where a guy like Tim Bradley would have to have all the tough fights. And as it turned out, you offered to split 50-50 the revenue of this fight with Bradley. He turned you down, maybe positioning himself for a Pacquiao fight. How do you feel right now about Timothy Bradley?
I think he's scared. I mean, Tim Bradley, if he was the champion he says he is, I mean, he would have faced me a long time ago. I mean, Timothy Bradley was calling me out, and as soon as I started saying, yeah, listen, I'm ready to fight, I mean, he pulled out, he didn't want to fight me. And I really say Zab Judah is a better fighter than Timothy Bradley in my eyes.
Congratulations on another spectacular performance, Amir Khan.
Thank you very much.
So there you hear the thoughts of Amir Khan. Let's hear from Zab Judah with Max Kellerman.
Slowly, but then never really get on track. What happened?
I started getting on track late in the fight right there, you know what I'm saying? I started my jab off slow. He came out pretty fast, you know what I mean? And he had a weird jab at first, you know what I'm saying? But I felt I picked it up. You know, I got headbutted early in the first round. You seen the headbutt, and you know, personally, I mean, everybody, the fans around the world could watch the fight and see that that was clearly a low blow. I mean, when the referee was over counting, I thought he was giving me time to get myself together. I mean, I can't get up if I don't feel it.
We can watch it again. Here's the replay of the shot. It looked low, but maybe not as debilitating.
Thank you very much.
As your reaction, here it is.
Look at it. Self-explanatory, baby. Self-explanatory. Jammed a couple of Emma balls, and I mean, excuse my friend. I mean, first of all, I just want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for allowing me to come out of here safe and just allowing me, you know what I'm saying, just to be back on the stage again.
Zab, one more question about it. When the referee was counting, you didn't react at all. Once he counted you out, you acted surprised. Did you hear his count?
No, when he said over, I thought he was saying like 8 count, then give me a second to get up. And you know what I'm saying? You know how they give you a standing 8 count, say recover, and then get up. I thought he was going to 8. Then with the 10, it said it's over. I'm like, it's over. Look, low blow. You know, I didn't understand that. But you know, I mean, listen, in the past when things like this happened, I've overreacted, but this time I'll leave it up to the fans and the world and the officials to take the right decisions, and Zab Judah is still here.
All right, Zab, thanks. One more thought.
So you hear the thoughts from Amir Khan and Zab Judah, and Well, first of all, Richie, a fighter of Zab Judah's experience saying that he thought the referee's count was time for him to recover. What do you make of Zab Judah's explanation and what ultimately proved to be the finish of the fight?
Load of rubbish. He knew exactly what was going on, in my opinion. You know, at the end of the day, he's looking at the referee's counting, he can hear the count, he knows he's going to 9, he should have shot up then. Listen, he knew what was going on, he was being totally outboxed, and he didn't want to continue. It's just plain as simple as that. I mean, listen, Ronald, I've been there. I remember fighting Joe Calzaghe. He hit me with a low left hand in the 9th round. I went down, I got up, and yeah, you're in pain, but you look at the referee, you try and bide your time, and you just get on with it, man. That's what boxing's about. He should have done that. He didn't want to continue, and it's as simple as that.
And you heard him say, perhaps we should give him some credit because, as he said, in the past he has overreacted. There's caused melees in the ring. He said he's going to let the fans and the judges decide this time. At least he has handled it with more composure than he has in the past.
Yes, he has, and we've got to give him credit for that. And I actually think, personally, it was borderline. If I'm to go either way, it probably was a little bit low. You know, I said that straight away. It looks like a low blow. But listen, forget that. You've got to continue at the end of the day. And he was listening to the referee counting. He should have continued. He didn't want to because he was getting totally outboxed. He was outthought. He was outpunched. Khan was far